saying earlier that I get asked to host and MC events around Boston, and I'm really not that good of a public speaker. I do perform well, I will say that, so I think there's some crossover there, but not always. So I wrote Jillian yesterday, and I was like, can you please tell me what I need to say? Give me a script, give me something. So I love what she sent over, and I'm just going to start there. I'm going to get into some housekeeping first, and I'm going to read that so that I'm clearly saying what you need to know. And then I'll share a little bit about myself and a story, and then we'll kick it off. How does that sound? Okay, awesome. Okay. Welcome to Stories for Grassroots Change. I'm hosted by Generation Citizen and the Boston Debate League as part of HUBWeek. This is my first HUBWeek, so I'm excited to be here. A few notes about HUBWeek. HUBWeek is the Greater Boston's Festival for the Future, and HUBWeek celebrates innovation and creativity at the intersections of art, science, and technology. And we believe that the future is being built right here in Boston. I do believe that. I was born here, raised here, and I'm staying here, I think. Unless I move to Hawaii with Malia and warmer weather. This year, HUBWeek is featuring over 130 organizations working as collaborators with over 120 events. You can follow HUBWeek at hubweek.org and use the hashtag HUBWeek in that photo that you just took of us, Malia. So why I think I'm here. Really quickly, I started music late in life. I started Berklee when I was 30. That was back in 2011. And I was like on my way to this career in music where I wanted the fame, I wanted the Grammy, I wanted to move to LA, and all of that came, and I was actually very unhappy until I got an email that said, come join us at the movement at Berklee. You can go out into the community and you can encourage other Berklee students, professors, and faculty to do work with organizations like Sociedad Latina and High Square Task Force and some partnership organizations. And then it clicked for me that, wow, music is a very strong conduit for social change. And that was in 2009. And ever since then, that's been a huge part of my journey in music. Although I would still love to win the Grammy, and I would love critical success beyond being in Boston, although I love Boston, I realized that music and community and using it as a tool to change people's lives is concurrent with my journey and my dream in the music industry. These are some of the questions that Jillian sent me to help kind of frame this introduction for you. I wanted to be a part of this event because I am passionate about my community. I've worked with over 40 organizations since then, 2009, including Malia here with Future Boston, now Epicenter, in using my platform as a young female artist in music to connect with other younger people and to share my story. And so I'm really passionate about staying in the community as I progress in my music career. Many of other HUBWeek events are celebrating innovation in Greater Boston's universities and tech companies. This event celebrates innovation that is happening in our neighborhoods, and I think that is important because it needs to happen in the neighborhoods, in the schools, in the organizations, in these smaller spaces, and I think that's where the real authentic conversation happens. And so that's why I feel like it's important. We have this nice, small, intimate group here, and I'm excited to hear all of your stories. This event will also showcase the voices of youth activists. Who are the youth activists in the room? Come on, raise your hands high. Okay, great. I think it is important that young people get involved in creating social change because you are our future. It's that simple. And I think that's it. I'll save some of this if I come up again. And I'll do a little quick something for you, and then we'll get into it. I'll toss it back to you, Jillian. I started writing stories because I wanted to sing, and I started singing at a very late age, so I wrote poetry, and I realized I could turn my stories into poetry, my poetry into songs, and then I could perform. So this is one that I love, a little passage about struggling in the music industry. Autumn leaves crumble, taste the last days of summer. Regret the last time I saw him rip the page numbers out the magazine. Mama screamed when she saw me in ebony, posing with the queen unity. At times I'm reckless, pushing for the success. How many steps does it take to get behind the music? So deflated, yet tomorrow I'm elated. Biggest critic is in my mind. Day by day I try to slay it so. F that professor in industry, folks professing and trying to teach me a lesson and testing me. I'm not guessing, see, I got my blessing. I got my light, I got my star. It was gifted in my spirit since I was a little girl like, oh, She's a rock star, yes. Oh, yeah. She wanna be a star now. Hey, oh, 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 oh.